Hey there, gamers. Since I was a little boy, my dream has always been to become a professional wrestler, to excite crowds with my witty promos and deliver breathtaking action between the ropes. Thanks to World Wrestling Entertainment 2022, I can finally let that dream come true and become a timeless legend, a hero of the people. A knight braving danger for their enjoyment, like the undying, the flawless Hulk Hogan.
I mean, I'd rather if she was going to
Brother.
I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot tall
Brother. He said brother.
Brother.
But before we're going to do that, I need to head straight into the options menu and make sure the safe mode is on. Contrary to what you might expect, this has nothing to do with copyright issues, but it does save you from the embarrassment of someone coming into your room and catching you listening to Asking Alexandria at Machine Gun Kelly.
What story are you telling us with this amazing look tonight, Mr. Kelly?
Rose from the ashes like a phoenix.
With that, it's time to start our journey in the My Rise mode, since everything else in the game has been perfected and left the same for over 10 years. We are first treated to a completely silent intro, which I condensed into the most important scenes, after which we arrive at the Performance Center. Here, the game really tries its best to make the company seem approachable and down to earth.
Well, that's Todd's final strike. Hope he enjoys early retirement.
That's not funny!
And we can finally create our character. You can choose between 4 different backgrounds as an MMA fighter or a professional athlete, because MMA fighters obviously aren't professional athletes. Then there's also an indie wrestling background, and this one has The Miz on it. I like The Miz. We pick The Miz. Next, we can choose between preset outfits, like knockoff Bloodborne main character, or knockoff Daft Punk member, or a hot dog vendor.
Hot dogs.
We name ourselves The Gamerman, get some bling bling gold teeth that glow in the dark, and yes, deformation is exactly the right term for what I'm about to do. After an hour and one of the best character creators I've ever used, let me introduce you to The Gamerman. From the Virgin Isles, a smile always in his eyes, he wears the symbol of his people on his back and the wrong name on the front. If you watch closely, you can see his teeth shine through his mouth at night. Finally, we make sure everybody hates us and assign some proper crowd signs, Snickers, have a break, before we depart to leave a mark on this wrestling world. The word gamer on our hair out of focus, we arrive at the gym where everybody's directly staring at us without a hint of emotion. It is only fitting that these people should be NPCs in our rise to stardom. I have a little chat with them, and one of them even recognizes me.
Thanks. What do you like? My movies? The reality TV? My live streams?
No. Actually, that old commercial you did where you're stuck on a Ferris wheel and you really have to go number 2?
Hilarious.
I make the conscious decision to be an asshole, as you do, and challenge the legendary Shawn Michaels to a match on my first day.
Michaels.
The Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania himself, accepts my challenge, and although I know that I am nothing more than a cocky rookie in the eyes of this titan of wrestling entertainment, I firmly stand my ground. Even though it is clear to me that I should have no chance, I am dedicated to deliver the best match of my life. I won. By the way, if you ever play a Divas match in the Performance Center, it might be better for people to hear some emo music coming from your room than hearing the game sound. Now, World Wrestling Entertainment 2022 is a brave game. It is unafraid to challenge you by pitting your character with the worst stats in the game against 2 of the greatest wrestlers ever. Stone Cold Steve Austin and the guy from the Fast and the Furious Part 8. I think it's safe to say that this game is the real Souls-like of wrestling games. But it's time to move on to bigger things. I have my first public match against a fellow trainee, which is his goodbye match to the scene that made him big enough for the WWE. I enter in complete silence, wearing the traditional mask of my people. Naturally, I want to allow my companion to leave a lasting impression in this important match, so I secure the victory by stealing his finisher. The time has come for my final evaluation, and it is in the form of a best-of-3 match against my mentor and idol, Shawn Michaels. This struggle, this epic battle, is not one for the wider world to see. The 2 of us could headline WrestleMania with everything we put into this invisible performance. It is nothing less than 2 men pouring their hearts out through their actions, painting the ring with sweat and passion. Something that live TV could never handle. I feel so close to you, Shawn Michaels. and as I ram into him with a sloppy spear, I am not satisfied. So I throw myself into the embrace of his lower torso once more and secure the prize of having 3 people stand awkwardly in my dressing room.
Please give me coffee.
I signed with the original, the place where superstars are born, Raw, and set my hungering eyes for its champions. As I am rolling on the floor in agony, with a grown man in a chicken costume on top of me, I know that I have finally arrived. Next, I shitpost at the United States champion and promptly get a title match for it. The champion walks towards the ring confidently, the contender for his belt merely a rookie who doesn't know his place. We compete in a last man standing match, a fierce battle of attrition designed to determine the wrestler who can take the most punishment and still convince his body to stand up again. We take the battle to the outside where I land my signature Superman punch, the most original move in all of WWE. As the referee counts to 10, I am perched atop the top rope like a vulture observing a tasty bit of carrion. I am crowned the new United States champion, but that only lasts until my opponent attacks me from behind, injures me, and sends me back to the performance center for 3 weeks of weird grunting. There is nothing that could save him from my righteous wrath, and the world around me loses more and more of its physicality as the day draws nearer. There is nothing the champ can do about my boundless determination, and soon the title is in my hands. As the victory celebration animation ends before my name is fully announced, I realize that I am not at the top yet. I want to be fully animated when they say my name. Sometime later, after getting hit with randomly uncounterable moves and finishers, I enter the Royal Rumble as the second entrant to secure myself a shot at the WWE Championship. As the same animation that plays for every special match was playing, I had no idea how difficult this was going to be. 30 opponents that love focusing only on you, and you are eliminated with just 1 or 2 attacks. I've mentioned how brave the game is earlier, but allowing others to eliminate you for eliminating someone else, which is the goal of the match, is truly groundbreaking. I am finally able to claim the victory and earn myself a title match at WrestleMania. The reigning champion holds a speech with his goons looking super uncomfortable behind him, and suddenly WrestleMania, the biggest event of the year, the showcase of the Immortals, has arrived. This is going to be nothing less than spectacular.
Yeah, now we're talking.
The earth is shaking, my knees are trembling with every step towards the ring this man is taking. I see the belt, look into his eyes, where behind his determination, the key to victory lies. I kick him in the face, a cutscene begins, and like every gamer I love it when the climax of the game happens in a cutscene. I am the champ, I've conquered them all. Now excuse me while I spend my money on getting a trading card of Logan Paul. I just want to play Smackdown vs. Raw again.
Then look in his eyes. This isn't going to be good. He's got nasty plans in mind.
I feel so close to you, Shawn Michaels, and as I ram into him with a sloppy spear, I am not satisfied. So I throw myself into the embrace of his lower torso once more and secure the prize of having 3 people stand awkwardly in my dressing room.